Gallery. This is me unboxing Captain America, the Captain Epic Collection. And since this version doesn't have issue 332, I am very intrigued to see what is on the back cover. I'm guessing the cover to 333 or maybe 334 at a push. I was not wrong. It is Captain America 334. This is an epic collection of the best Captain America comics ever written. Marky Mark is the writer, and this one is all of the run with John Walters as Captain America. And this stuff had been all collected together before as a big trade, also called The Captain. The main difference is that the hard one has an extra issue in it. It has issue 332, which is Stephen Rogers retiring as Captain America. And meanwhile, John Walters saves Washington from a terrorist. Ask us which cover I prefer. It's this one, because they put some effort into reworking it to function as a cover to a trade. Whereas this is just fucking lazy. They already had all the files needed to make it a good cover, for fuck's sake. I honestly won't have too much to say about these issues because most of what I would say is obscene, masturbatory praise. Issue 333 is the issue where John Walters becomes the new government-approved Captain America. Alongside him, we also get his best friend and now sidekick, Bucky, and we will come back to that name in a bit. One thing that history has done away with is giving John Walters his due. He replaced Stephen Rogers for a year and a half of comics. He wasn't a good replacement, that was the point, but he was a long-lasting replacement. But for the last 20 years, he has been a footnote and never treated as a legitimate successor. You see this a lot, actually. They did covers of all the Captain Americas together. You've got this in that awful new mini-series that is out now, The United States of Captain America. They have all the other ones in their Captain America costumes. Falcon Man, Bucky Man, they will all be wearing the costumes they wore as Captain America. But John Walters, it was usually the furthest one to the back. He won't be wearing a Captain America costume. And you might say, yeah, well, that's because his Captain America costume is just the same as Stephen Rogers' Captain America costume. Well, put him in his new Invader-as costume, which was perfectly designed so that it can be distinguished from Stephen Rogers. He wears combat pants and has a different mask. His goes over his nose. Stephen Rogers' doesn't. It's so clear that Marvel ate this character for the fickle reason of his political views. He's a fucking fictional character. His political views have never even been extreme or that bad. He likes guns. That's about it. Over the years, the character has had sharp awakenings to the fact that his government is not good and care little for him as more than a weapon. I didn't think he would have even voted for Trump. John Walters is not a racist, except in modern comics because they have a very basic understanding of characters based on binary political ideas. This is an amazing issue. It ends with John Walters beating a bad guy to death and then realising that that isn't what Captain America would do. Look, here is an excellent Men crossover tie-in. Right, so what happened with Bucky was the evil alt-right comic gators, they wrote in and complained that you cannot call a black man Bucky, that it is racist and unfathomable that Marvel would make a black man Bucky. So Marvel kowtowed to the evil neo-Nazi Hitler youths and changed it so that the black man was not called Bucky anymore. But I still call him Bucky to stick it to the racists. $342 begins. Well, actually, 341 before this had a backup feature that began this. It is the Serpent Syrup story, and this has enormous relevance to nobody but me. Madam Hydra's the sexiest woman called Madam Hydra's. She takes over command of the Serpent Society of America, and she is going to turn everyone in Washington into serpents, even Ronald Reagan, the actor. But enough about that. Here is Captain America 345, the best single issue of Captain America ever written. This is where all the momentum pays off, and we get the scene where John Walters fails to save his parents from bad guys, and an ending that is a perfect mix of sadness and terrifying. I am of the mindset that there is not a greater stretch in comic books than Captain America 345 to 348. Those 4 issues are immaculate. Fuck, I would even include 349. Those 5 issues are flawless. They are amazing from start to finish. Some people might say Uncanny Excellent Men, The Dark Phoenix Saga. No, it's these 5 issues of Captain America. These shit all over your Christopher Clairvoyant purple prose. Here is where Dennis Demolition joins the Avengers. Some of you might want me to kick up a fuss about him being revealed as gay, and the truth is, I didn't mind that. I will admit, I have no idea how it was done, and I have no faith in Nickelback Spencer doing it well, but Dennis Demolition being gay is fine with me. I think it only becomes a problem when you take into account that the 10 years before the reveal, he was the routine whipping boy for mean jokes by Michael Bryan Benson and Kurt Busey about him being a smelly, useless, homeless person. Although, really, I'd prefer if the character just stayed dead after this. Captain America 350. This is it. The big finish to this story arc. Captain America versus Captain America. Here's the problem. Following the last batch of issues is a hellish task, and following them with a satisfying conclusion is even harder. I am not crazy about this issue because it doesn't match up to what came before. There is enough to make it good, but it just... You really want a big finale that lives up to issue 345. And it feels lacking in that regard. There's still good bits and a pleasing fight where Stephen Rogers is finally able to beat John Walters. And then John Walters retiring as Captain America because he realises only Stephen Rogers is worthy of being Captain America. We have got some bonus pin-ups that I have always liked. I got a second copy of this issue to pull these out and put on me wall. We have Captain America and his sidekicks. And they still haven't fixed Bucky Man's boot being the wrong colour. I'm sure they did in the other one. Yeah, they did in the other one. We have the ladies of Captain America, and other than Rachel Diamond and Madam Hydra's, they suck. Just like tear off this bit here. That's what you want. We have all 6 other people who had been Captain America. Bonuses, we have an outside on the left and then a Marvel Age magazine cover on the right. This was a preview in Marvel Age featuring at least one thing that was never done in the comic. And then we have some other stuff. I'd never seen this before, so that has made it all worthwhile. Some people were a bit aghast that they were effectively re-releasing this trade that came out not that long ago. But actually, that hard one came out nearly 10 years ago and is long out of print. And these are stories that absolutely should never be out of print. These are Captain America stories at their best. I probably still prefer the earlier collection, but there is a tremendous amount of sentimentality attached to that trade. And if this is your first time reading these issues, you will love this epic collection. So it is getting a 7 thumbs up from me.